we survived another weekend.
Yeah, barely. Yeah.
I was thinking that Apple event was this week, but that's next week. We get earnings this week.
Yeah, the other Apple event,
Yeah, the one that.
their earnings. That'll be fun. I think Amazon too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Alphabet already did. So yeah, it's the A's that are.
There's
I
always
guess
the ones I
Alphabet's.
forget. Eventually, like over time, the PC makers will chime in, but those are a little later, like HP, Lenovo,
Mm-hmm.
Dell. Actually, Dell might have. This might already be out. I don't know.
I bet
Busy
they made
season.
some money.
I did like actually did we talk? We didn't. Well, we talked about the Microsoft earnings. I had like this time of year is always busy for me. This time of quarter, I guess we'll call it. And I had a really busy day Thursday. I did like that other podcast recording late in the afternoon. So it's like 5:30. So we're like eat right away because Stephanie has to go to the gym, whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna have like this relaxing night. She's gone. I'm gonna like maybe work on the book or something on my laptop. I'm like, oh, Microsoft. Like, oh, Google. Oh, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, she was like left, came back. I was still working on. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be a little while. This is stuff happening here. I think I wrote 6 articles between like the podcast and finally stopping. Like it was just that type of night. What are you gonna do? Retire. That's what you're gonna do.
I mean, you could, but where's the fun in that? Then you're just gonna.
Well, I don't get to retire, Brad. You know that.
I know. I mean, what would you do anyways?
I know. I'm
But
not a
that's the
beach
thing.
and tiki drink kind of person.
I had
But
2 weeks off from when I stopped working at BWW to starting
mhm,
at Thurrott, and by like day 4, I was like, I'm gonna kill somebody. I was like, I'm out of things to do. Like,
right. There's a great what's it called? There's a Pierce Brosnan movie, probably very early 2000s. It's like Woody Harrelson's in it and Salma Hayek. It's basically about like a jewel thief who what's it called? After the Sunset, maybe, or after this, something like that. Anyway, it's just there's a great montage in the beginning of this guy supposedly retiring,
mhm.
and it shows like the same event occurring like almost every night, but with different people. They have lobster first, and he's like all super excited because they have lobster all the time now. And then after a while, he's like he like kind of picks it up, and he's like he can't even look at it because it's the same thing over and over again. It's just basically a great like why you can't just retire montage.
Mm-hmm.
It's well done. I recommend it.
Sounds like Groundhog Day sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
yeah, whatever. We got some earnings this week. iPad event next week. I don't
Right.
know if Microsoft did their earnings last week, so I'm sure they'll go right back to their shoving AI down our throat for various mechanisms. And yeah, it showed up in Edge with this rewrite thing that was very annoying and not all that useful.
There's a, I've been working on the Edge part of the book. I have to update it every so often. I go into this kind of begrudgingly, right? And Edge is there's a lot of stuff going on in Edge. There's just a lot in there. Oh my God. Well, I have to write about it, right? So they've also like I'm sort of aware of this as it happens, but I sort of forget too, right? So like they've also taken stuff out of it, right? There were grammar tools in there that are gone.
Oh yeah.
Some of that kind of reading comprehension stuff, and that immersive reader thing that's in there actually started as a tool to help people with reading disabilities, and then they put it in Edge. And it's just kind of a nice general reader experience, I guess. But there's still some stuff in there for that. But they kind of hollowed that out, actually, But I guess I don't know. We have so many grammar AI tools now, and I guess you could argue that Copilot fills some kind of a no. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Here's something for you guys. You use Edge, right? Like a goon. Yeah. So do this. One of the marquee features of this product at one point was something called collections, right?
Yeah. Oh,
and I think
yes. That was a Joe Belfiore thing.
I was just gonna exactly. That was a Joe Belfiore thing. So if you open, you have to go look for it. It's under more tools. There's something I've struggled with each of the 3 times I've tried to update this chapter of the book, which is if you open the collections pane, there's a thing called following. And following is designed so that for some reason in Edge, you could follow creators. I would imagine most typically on YouTube. I have never gotten this to work. And you could follow one of the people they recommend. And there are actually, and no, there aren't, never mind. And that's it. Like I I have never seen that thing pop up for anybody. So I'm curious if anyone's ever used that. Let me know, because I'm basically going to write it off. Like, I'm going to have to mention it. It's there, but this is the third time in a row I've tried to write about this thing. I don't think this is. I think it worked briefly, and then they took it away because there was some kind of a privacy issue, like it was relaying information it shouldn't be or something. And it's still sitting there with like a UI, but I don't believe you could.
Yeah, this is what I see. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know those people are down there, but the idea is, if you look at the little graphic at the top, you'll see a little follow thing that will pop up in the address bar.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go to every one of the, whatever the subscriptions you have on YouTube and see if it ever pops up. I've never seen it pop up, like not once. So I don't know. Even like movie clips, which is down there. It's a Fandango logo, but it's actually owned by Rotten Tomatoes. If you find their YouTube channel in Edge, you don't get a thing that pops up. I mean, you can follow them right there.
Yeah.
But if you actually went in
here, but I'm not.
No, but if you go to youtube.com/whatever their thing is, it's supposed to.
That's exactly where I am. Like, it should be.
Right. It's not there, right? Unless I'm missing something. I don't know. Maybe it's a
enhanced
extension.
Video, like real. Nope.
No, it's not there. That's my point. Like, even the ones they advertise aren't there. I mean, you can follow them from here, like this, it's in the thing, but it's not in the.
I didn't realize I was on the wrong. I didn't realize I was on the wrong video. That would probably help.
Yeah.
No, now people can actually see. So, like, this is the following thing.
Yeah, like I did the NBA one.
Yeah, there's none up here.
You can install it as an app. You can get notifications.
I was sitting here.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe it's related to blocking notifications.
I don't know.
Are you blocking notifications?
I mean, I'm blocking pop-ups. I don't know. The other thing I'd point out is I have literally never used collections.
I use it once a year when I update this chapter. So I have like collections, dating back.
I'm sure there's a valid reason somebody's using it, but
I feel like the workspaces feature might be a better. In fact, you could make the argument, why doesn't collections integrate with workspaces? Like, it does tabs and I think it does favorites, right? But it doesn't do collections. Like, I don't know what that means. Anyhow, I just like I said, third time I've tried it. I don't think it's ever worked. Not really. Like, not broadly. Like, as a creator, is there an interface I could go to and sign up for this program? And
I'm guessing it just grabs an RSS feed is what it's looking for.
See, I'm gonna guess further and say it doesn't do anything.
Well, the intent was probably
my guess is that it doesn't do a friggin' thing, but
scrapes the site for an RSS feed or something. I don't know.
All I can say, I haven't tried every single thing that they recommend down there, but I've tried several of them, and I can't ever get it, and I can't get them to come up, let alone, what if I turned on?
Yeah, well, Joe's gone, so that feature is probably dead. There's nobody.
Well, that's what I'm kind of wondering.
Like, who's...
I just enabled notifications. I'm going to start getting like NBA playoff game notifications from Edge. It's going to be the best.
Oh, Apple TV does that annoyingly. You're watching a whatever thing on YouTube, and it's like, hey, the Reds are playing. You could go what? It's like, well, no.
I realize, Apple, that you only get like a weird subset of the games, but that doesn't mean that every single time you have a game that I want to watch it. It's a weird little disconnect there.
Which I can't. I mean, I can watch baseball, but if I'm watching baseball, I'm not actually watching. I'm listening to baseball. I can listen to baseball while I'm doing like yard work or whatever, because that is way more entertaining because of the announcers and the.
So we watch baseball, but I would say baseball is maybe, and golf might be like this too. You could kind of just leave it on while you're doing something else in the room.
Yeah.
Organizing paperwork, whatever it is, and then something happens and you can see it, and there are replays, and like that's not a horrible way to.
Yeah, no, I don't mind listening to it when I'm doing yard work or whatever. Which, by the way, the latest on my yard work situation here, which is throwback to maybe remember some arborvitae situation. I think a groundhog has killed 2 of mine.
Yikes!
So I'm going to replace those things because I refuse to be beaten by a creature.
We walked this morning. It's going to be very hot today. We walked by the old house and not for the first time observed how happy we were that we didn't have to keep that thing up anymore. A lot of work.
It is.
A lot of work.
Should have talked about the draft. That's more fun.